all local, all morning. You're watching Fox 61 Morning News.
Right now at 6, we have breaking news coming out of Talin this morning. One man is in the hospital after a fire destroyed a home. This happened on Bon Air Hill Road. We're going to have more on that right now. 6 o'clock, we're following breaking news in Talin. One man in the hospital. That fire destroyed that home. You can see the pictures here. Look at the damage. My goodness. The entire building is just engulfed in flames. We have a crew on the scene right now, and we have a live report for you. More information just moments away.
We're also following this breaking news out of Thomaston this morning, where fire crews battled a fire at a restaurant that has been standing in the community more than 3 decades. It's a staple. We'll have the latest in a live report coming up in about 10 minutes from now. But first, we begin another morning with a weather impact alert for another cold start to the day. We can't escape those chilly conditions. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us on Fox 61. I'm Bridget Bureau.
And America Arias. Yeah, those 2 devastating fires we just talked about. We're going to have more information on that. But I had to imagine, those firefighters, even a harder battle in these frigid temperatures.
And trying to access fire hydrants as well, probably not easy.
But for now, we're talking about today's weather.
Yeah, I did see a couple of those fire hydrants as I was driving in, even in the capital city, just buried. Yeah, so
just
definitely.
You got to clear those hydrants.
Yeah.
3 feet around.
Yeah, it's definitely important to keep in mind if you do have one of those near your home or near your property, it'd be a good idea to do that just in case. We knew this hour we are watching a windy Saturday, and we're also watching a storm close by Sunday into Monday. Brings the potential for some snow, an additional amount of snow. But right now it does look like the latest trends are pushing further east, which is what we like to see. We'll talk a little bit more about that in detail coming up in just a bit. But now we have single-digit wind chills out there again. It's a bitter cold morning for us, and some of the coldest air has yet to move in for this season, which is kind of just hard to believe there. Looking at numbers now, 7 below in Willimantic, 1 below in Putnam, 10 in Hartford, 2 below in Meriden. Around 15 right now in New Haven. It doesn't take much to take these wind chills down. Oof, look at Windham and Willimantic at 18 below. This is really dangerous stuff, especially for crews to have to work outside in. So please use caution if you do have to spend a prolonged period outside, and make sure you use that proper, those hand gloves as well as warmers, and just cover up those extremities. This type of weather and this type of cold, frostbite and also hypothermia can occur within 30 minutes or less. Right now we are looking at once the sun comes up, a mostly sunny sky into the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the 20s, a mostly cloudy afternoon and into the evening. Wind chill values sub-zero this morning, getting up to around 9 at 1 o'clock, 10 in the afternoon. We know from several mornings and afternoons that are spent in the bitter cold, it doesn't take much wind to take these numbers down. 25 today in Hartford, 26 in New Haven, southeastern Connecticut in the lower to middle 20s, 23 in Putnam, Killingly at 23 as well. Heading through tomorrow, temperatures will be in the mid-20s again after a start in the single digits. A mostly sunny sky. There could be a passing snow shower in the afternoon Thursday. Otherwise, look at Friday highs. We'll be only around 18 degrees in the afternoon. We're going to drop those numbers sub-zero for actual air temperature for Saturday morning. It's going to get pretty cold around here. And of course, we'll talk about a couple scenarios still on the table for Sunday snow coming up in just a bit. We are following a couple of slowdowns on the roadways, but not much in terms of volume this morning. We did have a couple of slowdowns because of a crash over on 91 in Hartford. That has cleared for the morning commute. So taking a look at your drive times to the state lines, Hartford to Massachusetts around 42 minutes. New Haven to Rhode Island is 69. New Haven to New York is 56. And Waterbury to New York is around 58. We do have some road closures in the Thomaston area because of that fire, which of course we'll keep you posted on. Over to you.
Rachel, thanks. And getting back to that breaking news coming out of Talin overnight. Fire crews are still on the scene after a fire destroyed a home there.
Fox 61's Priscilla Meza is live on Bon Air Hill Road with an update on how the people who lived there are doing this morning. Hi, Priscilla.
Yeah, Bridget, Erica, we are at the very end of the road here. We aren't able to get any closer to the home, so we aren't able to see what it looks like right now because crews are trying to pack up and get going. However, they are having some challenges with the hoses. They say it froze overnight as they were battling the fire. The hoses froze, so they aren't able to pack that up yet. But the fire is completely contained at this moment. We do have information from officials, so I want to walk you through what we know so so far. According to the Talin Fire Department, they were dispatched to the structure fire just after 11:30 last night. And when crews arrived, they say this single-family home was already fully involved. Several family members were able to make it out safely and took shelter at a neighbor's house. One man was found outside on the property in serious medical distress and was transported to Rockville Hospital. Now, despite firefighters' efforts, the home was completely destroyed. Multiple agencies responded to try and help contain the fire, and town staff and Red Cross are now working to make sure this displaced family has access to the services they need. We did speak with the fire chief, who says that it is incredible how fast moving that fire was, so they did need that extra help from other agencies. But, right now we do know that we aren't sure about the cause of the fire, so the investigation is ongoing, and we are working to learn more about the condition of that man that was sent to the hospital. We'll continue to update you as we learn more. For now, live from Talin, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
All right, Priscilla, thank you. We also have more breaking news, this time out of Thomaston, where crews are on the scene of a fire that broke out overnight at a diner that's been a staple in the community for more than 3 decades.
Yeah, well known and well loved. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is joining us live from Thomaston with what we know so far. Glenn.
Yeah, good morning, Bridget, Erica. Right now, this road right here, Main Street, is closed from Park Street to Clay Street. So if you are rolling through here in Thomaston, make sure that you try and avoid this area as crews are still on the scene here at that fire that has damaged several businesses on the corner of Main Street just behind me here. Crews still on the scene here. Looks like right now they're removing snow from the area where the fire broke out. And like I said before, several businesses damaged, and that smoke still bellowing from the buildings there. Most notably, the buildings on the corner there, Patty's Place Diner. That building, that restaurant has been there for 30 years, or more than 30 years here in Thomaston. A town staple here where people gather, eat good food, and get to know each other just a little more. So definitely a sad day here in Thomaston for the folks that visit that diner, that are regulars at that diner. Now, once again, we do know so far that this street is closed. Crews are on scene here. The owner of Patty's Place received a Distinguished Citizen Award from the Rotary Club back in 2013. So definitely some family feel here as this morning goes along. A sad day for Thomaston, as several of these businesses are terribly damaged. We're still looking to learn more. We are reaching out to the Thomaston Fire Department to see if we can get a little more information on what exactly happened here this morning. We'll bring you the latest updates as we learn more. But for right now, live in Thomaston, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, Glenn, thanks so much. Sad news there for the town. Well, meantime, 6:07, an overnight parking ban just expired a few minutes ago in downtown New Haven. It was meant to help snowplows widen streets to increase visibility and open up on-street parking spots that were covered by all the snow. One person who lives there says she prefers to walk in the downtown area and avoid the headaches of trying to find a parking spot.
It is a big deal for me because for me, like, I have a car, but it's not like outside of the car, so I really don't need to dig it out. And also, like, during these days, I don't really need to use my car because my work is pretty close. I feel very sorry for them, and also, like, I know some of the friends, they park their car like outside. To move the car, they need to dig the car first.
Yeah, it is a huge pain. Just walk. New Haven's mayor says there were several free off-street parking options available for people, and also options that started at just $3. They were throughout the downtown area.
6:08 now. Meantime, several drivers we spoke with in Bloomfield say they thought crews did a great job to clear the roads. The town's Department of Public Works says the snow removal process took about 47 consecutive hours to complete.
I think it's probably some of the best roads I've seen, but I haven't been driving a whole lot, but what I've seen here has been good.
Officials with town say the key is to getting the roads clear. It's all because of the dedication of the staff, and the work isn't over just yet. The DPW will soon work on clearing snowbanks from intersections to remove sight lines for drivers. And take a look at this from Monday morning. Milford police responded to a complaint about a car parked too close to a driveway. It caused plows to pile snow and block access. When officers arrived, they learned the car belonged to a disabled veteran. Instead of giving them a citation, one officer grabbed a shovel from a neighbor and started clearing the driveway himself. 2 nearby neighbors saw what was happening and jumped in to help as well. Police say this is a simple reminder of what community really means. Small acts of kindness make a difference.
The Police Activity League of Waterbury was back at it again on Monday, shoveling pathways to the homes of seniors and people with disabilities. PAL had 5 shovel brigade teams working together across 240 homes. This is so that if there's an emergency, first responders, well, they need a safe way to get to the door. PAL brings youth and law enforcement together through different kinds of programs like this. If you need the shovel brigade over at your home, you can schedule a visit through PAL. The man charged in the murder of 11-year-old Jacqueline Mimi Torres Garcia heads to court today. Jonathan Nanita is the former boyfriend of Mimi's mother, Carla Garcia, and he's accused of disposing of the bin that contained the child's remains outside of a vacant New Britain home. Mimi's mother and her aunt are also facing charges in the 11-year-old's murder.
6:10 is your time. A healthcare enrollment fair is scheduled for today in Stratford. The event will take place at the Sterling Community Center and is being hosted by Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro in partnership with Access Health CT. Now, residents will have the opportunity to get information and help enrolling in health coverage. State officials say the fair is designed to help Connecticut residents navigate their healthcare options and keep coverage affordable.
6:11 now. Governor Ned Lamont and Attorney General William Tong are expected to announce proposed legislation today aimed at addressing youth social media addiction. State officials say the proposal would be considered during this year's legislative session and is designed to add protections for young people here in Connecticut.